Should you glide in 2023? We're gonna find out, and we're gonna start right now. So a big discussion that we get when we have our high school kids come on site, when we have high school kids training here, when we have high school kids come out for our yearly camp. Dane, it's 2023. Should we be gliding? And then we might see some comments from some professional throws coaches, some professional shot putters who almost berate one of our own, Lucas Warning, who still glides in 2023, and actually say, this is worthless, this is stupid, why are you still gliding? It doesn't matter, you shouldn't be doing this. So, that brings that discussion to a headway. Is there a sensible reason for you to glide in 2023? And this could be if you're male or female, okay? I believe most women should be spinning. I believe most men should be spinning. I believe it carries over the absolute best to the discus, and I also believe it carries over the absolute best to long-term development. So if you want to be one of the best throwers in the world, and that's your goals, you want to throw as absolutely far as possible, it's very, very, very likely that you should just be spinning, okay? It's gonna help you progress into college, it's gonna help you get through the college ranks, and it's gonna help you have more confidence and more consistency in the rotational technique after college. Now, that brings up a couple big questions. If we have somebody, okay, who comes in, and let's play this hypothetical. This individual comes in and they train powerlifting. And on top of training powerlifting, that's a high school sport. Okay, along those lines, they also play soccer in the fall. Okay, so you have a soccer player and a powerlifter in the wintertime, and then they throw in the spring. Let's play another example. We have someone who's a football player. Let's say they're 6'5", okay, so they're a football player, and then they wrestle, they're a heavyweight wrestler. So we've got two examples there. We've got a girl who's a powerlifter, soccer player, dude, he's a football player, and he's also a wrestler, a heavyweight wrestler. If they're only getting into the gym here at Garage Strength and they're training, they're lifting consistently, okay? They're training and they're lifting 4 or 5 days a week, but they can only come in to throw once or twice a week when it's the off season because they're playing football or they're wrestling or they're powerlifting or they're playing soccer, whatever, or they're swimming, whatever these sports are. The problem becomes they can't get a ton of throws in, okay? So I haven't conned them into quitting those other sports and just throwing all the time like I like to do with all my other athletes or try to get them into weightlifting. So if that hasn't happened yet, we can't get a lot of reps. And the big factor comes down to track and field participation. If I can get these individuals to compete in the sport, okay, then I can get them to stay in the sport. And if I can get them to stay in the sport, eventually they might be able to spin. So looking at it in this very small lens is absolutely worthless, because if I can get the dude who's a football player and a wrestler to glide, and he glides and he throws 62 feet, okay? He throws 62 feet, and let's say, Power 5 schools are recruiting him, he's got great size. He wants to play Power 5 sports. Okay, he wants to go and be an elite shot putter. Now he stayed in the sport because of the glide, okay? The glide enabled him to throw 62 feet. It's not overly technical, it's pretty simple. It gets him through that transition period, and then he goes and competes Power 5, and ideally that Power 5 coach then turns him into the rotational shot putter, and he might throw 70 feet and then become an elite world-class shot putter because he stayed in the sport because of the glide. Now, if he didn't glide, let's play this hypothetical. Let's say I refuse to teach the glide, and this person is only able to throw 3 months out of the year. He spins and he throws 40 feet, 45 feet, okay? He's only throwing 40 or 45 feet. He doesn't want to stay in the sport. Then it gets to the end of his high school career and he has to choose between, okay, football, maybe someone at the 1AA is recruiting him, and there's no Power 5s recruiting him because he didn't have enough time to develop his rotational shot put technique. So no Power 5s want him. Now he has to go into football because he was told it's stupid to glide in 2023. So, if we really want to benefit the athlete, if we really want to take the egos out of us, and I want to teach everybody how to spin, but if we can think about the long-term development of a specific athlete, there is sense to having them glide. Now, I will say, with all that being said, there is still a point. I would still want to use spin-based technique and drills that we would have him do consistently because of the discus. But in that specific case, okay, in these different cases, we should 100% have athletes gliding so that they stay in the sport and long-term they can develop, okay? Long-term they can develop into something elite. And then finally, one nail in the coffin here is that what is so bad about having someone like Lucas Warning, who threw 42 feet in high school and also ended up being a 51-foot shot putter with the spin, why is it bad to have someone like Lucas who clearly can't spin? He can't spin, trust me, it's terrible. Throw 65 feet with the glide. It's okay to have somebody who throws really far with the glide. And if that provides some type of value in their life and that provides some type of great emotional stability, then by all means, you 100% glide. So this is not a cut and dry discussion, okay? This is going to be a case-by-case discussion, but gliding does not mean that you're sinning against all humanity. It means it can actually help you pull athletes through various points in their career, and they can ultimately get to a point where either they can choose to glide or spin if they want to compete at that elite level. If you guys need help with your training, head over to throwsuniversity.com. We can provide any programs to help you become a more elite thrower. Until next time, peace.